Alright, we're back at Oskar's house again, and this time I want to ride around the park. So, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do in the last video, I went around all this stuff, did a bunch of weird stuff on all the furniture and everything like that. But I did do some wall ride stuff around here as well, and I kind of want to go back to that because I've got a few other ideas that I want to play around with. Oof. I want to do a hang 5 on top of this, but I'm not sure if there's enough space because there's a trick I want to do off of it. It's a modded trick, like that sort of thing. I want to hang 5 at the top and kind of do that off it if possible, but I figure it's going to be pretty hard to do. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of want to do a bunch of stuff on top of this. It's just a case of will the game let me do it or not. Nope, no good. This might take a while. Whoa, that wasn't what I was expecting, but you know, take what you can get, I guess. Let's see if we can get it again the way I intend to do it. That was like a whole extra spin on it for some reason. Shit, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't make it. Yeah, there we go. Took a while. And then I screw it all up. The other thing I was thinking about doing from there was like a foot jam type of thing. Because usually with foot jam tricks, you get like a little kick backwards. But obviously you don't get much. So I may have to turn it into like a manual or something else after it. I don't think it'd be a big enough kind of pop to get out of it properly. Yeah, that's going to be pretty difficult. It might be doable. It was close, but... And the other thing is, I'm in like regular stance or whatever you want to call it. So the foot jam looks a bit weird, honestly. So the weird thing is, like, if you have your stance this way, they work okay. But I don't do that. I go regular. So you end up doing this kind of over the top tube type of foot jam, which I guess is interesting in its own way, but I prefer just a regular one. I guess that's a bug or something, and the mouse is in the way, Jesus. I don't know how I'm going to do this, to be honest. Maybe a manual would be best, because yeah, you're going to keep sliding off. Yeah, I don't think you're going to make it. So I guess I should just not care about the speed so much and just get up there and then figure out what to do afterwards. No, not that. It looked alright, to be honest. That didn't. I'm not entirely sure when this video will go up. I try and do things in a batch because I work a full-time job and I have a bunch of other stuff going on, so I try and fit filming in where possible. But if you look on the BMX Streets Instagram account, he's recently been kind of uploading a bunch of stuff for the game, for the BMX Streets. And I think a lot of people have kind of stopped paying attention or just don't notice when stuff gets updated there anymore, so if you haven't seen it, go have a look. There's nothing like significant there at the minute, but he's kind of become a bit more active recently, which is interesting. Like, maybe as a response to BMX the game, or I don't know, maybe he's just getting closer to the game coming out, if you're being optimistic. That's what I kind of want to think, but yeah, things seem to be moving along recently. You've got Tony Hawk releasing, you've got BMX the game coming out. Obviously people have their opinions about that game, but oh, that was close. Yes, Skater XL's booming, Sessions getting an update. There's a bunch of stuff going on, so it's kind of like a golden era for these sort of games. Perfect for me, because I love this stuff. Anything that's sim-based. Obviously Tony Hawk isn't sim-based, so I'm not that interested in that unless somebody makes like a mod to turn it super realistic. There we go. It wasn't the most beautiful thing in the world, but then again, what is? Jesus. Yeah, so that's one thing down. What else do we have around here? I guess the other thing would be gaps and stuff like that. I don't really know. Honestly, I haven't really played around on the park because I don't really play park maps. I'd do it for a video maybe, but otherwise I'd go to street-based stuff. That was a gap. Those. Do my 360 out, which wasn't a 360. Well, we got there. Could probably be cleaner than that, but again, yeah. It's the way it is. There's, what else is there? I'm eyeing this thing up over here. Kind of want to flip into a manual, maybe? Don't know what that was. Yeah, flip, manual that, and then go down the other side, maybe. There's actually quite a lot of gaps and possibilities and different things around here. The only problem is, with flips, if you're going from a really high height and you go into a manual, it will just make you auto bail. So you kind of need to be... Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Oh well, just keep going for a little bit. I do want to land that. See, this is where I'm at home, just doing tech stuff. I'm not really a gap person. I do it for a change now and again, but... You know, got to keep the kids interested. Not everybody wants to see tech stuff all the time. I am getting completely distracted at this point, aren't I? Quick, let's focus. Maybe. I do tend to focus a lot on one. Oh, yes, that was it. Enough talk of all that stuff. Let's concentrate. My mind is constantly like going here and there with ideas and a million different stuff. Like, oh dear. Alright, so that was a cool thing. What about the other thing I'm thinking is this to that post, like a flip and then like a tap. I did this in another video and somebody said it was a bit unrealistic or something, but oh, it wasn't their style, but yeah, I kind of know what you mean, but it's, you know, it's not completely out of the realms of possibility, I don't think. Could maybe do something a bit more normal first before going to that, but yo, there we go. Get on this. Oh no, I'm gonna fall off. Yeah. You can tell, you do anything that's not like a nice angle, the game will hate you immediately for it. And I've immediately found something else. That thing, that wall. Maybe you could, like... Okay. I was saying before about the flip being unrealistic, and now I'm thinking I want a front flip. onto that wall and get off. Just getting more and more unrealistic, and I didn't mean to do that. Dear. Go. 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 I really wish you could do that from just a manual position. That would be really cool, just to gain speed. Because obviously, like, you can do that in real life. It's not. I'm not sure why it's just from that one position. Ooh, we made it. The least cool landing you could possibly think of. But after a bunch of tries, we finally got there. I guess that's what would happen. You just land in a dead stop, presumably. I'll take it. That worked. What else do we do? Is there anything else like that we could do? Ooh. Got one on this side as well. I also kind of want to get on top of it as well, if that's possible. Could maybe go from wall to wall or something. Or through the wall? Would through the wall work? This is what happens though, like you experiment and a bunch of ideas spawn out of it. Oh, it literally forced me out. The game doesn't want me to go there. Well, you know what? Fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway. See? Ha. Take it. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. What were we doing again? You see, I've lost track. I don't know what I'm doing. Wall, wall. No. That won't work, will it? Maybe I have to hit this one first? Well, that's a thing as well. Obviously, like peg stalls and things like that don't work on vertical surfaces. But you can kind of like fake it. It was something, wasn't it? I guess. Dear. That's the weird thing with these whiplashes. If you just leave it... Wait, I can't even do it. Yeah, it just goes through your leg. So you kind of have to like release. Do a hop at the same time, and then it at least looks like you're hopping over to get to the pedals. It's maybe better with a turn, to be honest, because then it kind of covers what you're doing. Covers the jank. I wonder if that works better this way. Mouse. No, that does not work better. That turns into a whole other monster. That's weird. I think we have like a GIF or something that I can use for the video now. Thumbnail. Wait. It just looks like he's bailing a hang five, to be honest. And he broke his wrists. This is the camera mode, by the way. It's something that came with the house mod, which lets you customize your bike and clothes all kind of from one mod, I guess you can say, which is pretty cool. But every time you touch it, it brings your mouse back, which is a bit annoying, but you know, can't complain too much about that stuff. It is a mod, it's not an official feature. Again. I've lost track again, haven't I? What else can we do? So I figured one out. It's just I can't get enough speed to get there. That. I use this little... I guess it's a bug. Actually, I can probably do it that way if I do it 3 times. Each time you do this, you gain speed. You'll notice it's getting faster and faster. So after you've pedaled to the maximum speed, if you do that a few times as well, you can kind of get more than you're supposed to speed-wise, like more than the maximum speed, which is useful for finding gaps and a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't normally able to do if there wasn't any like ramps or other things to give you speed. Well, you know, got something else. Wasn't what I was intending to do, but you can get some pretty cool gaps around here. There's like a lot of connectivity between other ramps. It's just a matter of how creative can you be? How can you figure out ways to get the speed to do that? See, it was aiming like it was targeting the ramp. It does that. It like locks in sometimes if it kind of maybe calculates that you're going fast enough, but yo, there we go. And I didn't know what to do next, so I'm just making it up. And now it's just getting messy. If it's not planned, it's a hot mess. It's usually what happens with me. God. Yeah. Definitely somebody that likes to plan what I'm doing. I guess anybody does to a degree, right? Maybe that's one thing I should work on, like freestyle a bit more. I guess I can do it to a degree, but you know, probably people are a lot better at it than I am. Cue awkward silence as I try and figure stuff out. I really like doing overgrinds as well. Have I talked about this in another video? If you hold the stick in like an, instead of going straight up, if you go in the direction over the rail, you end up grinding on the opposite side of it. You do like an overgrind. Like that. And then you can do the same when you're on the rail on a grind on one side. You can go to the other side and just keep switching over. Which, it depends on your control scheme actually. I prefer to do it with the stick, because I just think it's more like responsive. It's a little harder to do. Maybe it doesn't always work every time, unless you... Yeah, like it's not even... And the bloody things come up again. I usually keep the triggers for doing these like side hops, because they're actually bigger on the triggers than they are when you do it via the stick. So it can be useful for getting out of one thing and onto like a ledge that's a bit too far across, which you may not be able to do by the other way. Okay, what else can we have? Okay. We'll finish this off with something that's not a bag of shit. We'll try and get on top of that thing. I don't know if we can, to be honest, but... Whoa! That was like a... I don't know what that was, to be honest. Sort of like a sprocket stall, but he had so much momentum he just kept going. And that was like another stall as well. If you keep spending long enough, you can kind of recreate most things. It's just you need the game to actually like... Yeah, get like huge fakey stuff off of it now. Right click. Realism. Ooh, I don't know where to fall off. Shit. God damn it. Ah, tapped it. Ooh. Okay, we'll add that as a lucky fluke. Sometimes they end up being better than what you're actually trying for. Because I've been doing this for a while. Come on, work. Work this time, work this time, work this time. Yes! Cool. Right after the fluke, I got another one. Go on. Oh, shit. Okay, the game's not that nice. And I think, yeah, we're going to call it a day. I got a bunch of stuff. Had fun. Like, for me, I'm not really much of a park rider. I say a park rider, I'm playing a game. It's not like I'm a real park rider or anything. I know it sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Yeah, it was fun. It's a really good map. I recommend you try it. If you're on PC and you haven't figured out all these mods or anything, go to the Volition Discord server. They have everything, tutorials, people that will help you out. But read the tutorials first before you ask, because they'll yell at you. And yeah, that's about it. Lots more of this stuff to come. I may go back to some 2.0 maps as well, just because I like the physics on that side as well. I've got a bunch of backups saved from a long time ago. There's more maps for this coming out. There's a few other cool like night street maps that are there as well, which I want to spend some time on. There's tons of stuff to do. So yeah, I look forward to that, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.